Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Is Todd Chrisley posting on TikTok from prison? Chrisley knows best alum. Todd Chrisley was very active on social media before his conviction for tax and fraud-related offenses. But is he sharing live posts on TikTok from inside the federal prison camp? How can that be? After all, his sentence doesn't allow for that. Chrisley knows best. Todd Chrisley on social media in prison. Fans know that in the prison facilities, Savannah's mom and dad can watch TV. That's why she went on Special Forces, world's toughest test. She wanted to connect with them. In fact, they did watch it, and they thought she did well. However, their sentences don't allow them to interact via social media. His Instagram account is not run by him these days. Mind you, they do communicate by email, which is carefully checked by the prison staff. Todd Chrisley went fairly quiet on Instagram after his conviction, but he appeared there to wish his daughter Savannah a happy birthday. That came before the gates slammed behind him. If the former USA Network star can't communicate on Instagram, how is he apparently communicating live on TikTok? In fact, there seem to be loads of videos, but are they coming from him? Todd Chrisley and his wife Julie are apparently on TikTok. A Chrisley Knows Best fan saw some videos on TikTok and took to Reddit to query them. In their post, the OP said, "How are Todd and Julie still coming on TikTok live? I must be missing something. Are these pre-recorded?" In the discussion that followed, it became clear what was happening. It seems that the videos are not live and they are not being posted by Savannah's parents. Several people noted that people are actually donating to Todd Chrisley and his wife Julie. They seemed appalled, saying, "They are old live videos someone is uploading. Julie and Savannah getting ready tonight is old from IG. I just can't believe people are sending them gifts thinking it's actually them or something." Others noted that it's a scam and a con. Not the family? Some people suspect that Julie's son, Chase, or her daughter Savannah might be circulating old footage as a cash grab. However, they don't seem to come directly from any of the family. In fact, all sorts of arbitrary people are sharing them. There are plenty of videos purporting to be new. Below, you can see just one of them that popped up. Naturally, fans of Todd Chrisley wondered if it was new. Although it could show him in a prison environment, a commenter noted that it was an old video. The sun had barely risen over the razor wire skyline when Todd Chrisley decided that today would be a content day. Sure, he was several months into his prison sentence, but as far as Todd was concerned, incarceration was just another location to master, like filming in a new house, except the neighbors were a little louder. In the common area, Todd clutched a worn-down pencil and a spiral notebook. There were no iPhones, no ring lights, no curated Instagram grids here, only state-issued paper, and the faint hope that his lawyer's nephew would be willing to type this up and post it for the people. He began writing with the dramatic flair of a man who once spent 20 minutes choosing between two shades of white paint for his foyer. "To my dear followers, and those of you just here for the drama, your boy Todd is still fabulous, still sassy, and still alive despite cafeteria chili that could be classified as a weapon. Y'all didn't think a little thing like prison would keep me from sharing my truth, did you? Please. If anything, I have more material now than ever. XOXO. Todd." Todd knew his fans would eat this up. The public loved the redemption arc, and he was already picturing his eventual post-release docuseries. Chrisley confined. From bars to boogie. The inmate influencer. It didn't take long for Todd's creative energy to attract attention inside. By week 3 of his posting habit, fellow inmates were lining up to offer suggestions. Big Mike from Cell Block C wanted a shout-out to his homemade prison wine. Rico suggested Todd start a behind-bars fashion review of the standard issue jumpsuit. Todd obliged, scribbling in his notebook, date 47. Still no silk. But I've learned that orange really can be a statement if you have the confidence to sell it. Today, I cinched my waist with a braided bedsheet belt. Martha Stewart eat your heart out. When the guards caught wind of Todd's notebook, they didn't confiscate it, they started reading it. Rumor had it one guard's wife was a Chrisley knows best superfan and insisted he bring home updates. Prison posting hacks. Posting from prison wasn't as simple as snapping a selfie and hitting share. Todd had to get creative. Sometimes he'd dictate a post over the phone to Savannah, who would laugh, roll her eyes, and promise to edit out anything that sounds too listed. Write this down. Prison has taught me that luxury is not about what you have, it's about the energy you bring. And I bring Louis Vuitton energy to a world of paper sneakers. Yes, paper sneakers, sweetheart. They're hideous. Make sure you tag Louis so they know I'm still thinking of them. When letters weren't fast enough, Todd developed a barter system with an inmate who had weekly video calls with his cousin. In exchange for a detailed horoscope reading, honey, I told him exactly when to avoid an argument with his cellmate. Todd got a 5-minute recording time slot. The cousin would then upload Todd's mini confessionals to an anonymous TikTok account. The account took off. Before long, #Chrisley from cell block was trending. The confessional tone. Todd's posts weren't just jokes, they had his signature mix of sass and sentimentality. He'd share tidbits about learning to fold laundry without designer fabric softener, or how he'd become the unofficial etiquette coach for his block. Gentlemen, we do not slurp soup like feral raccoons. We dab our mouths. Yes, even in prison. Standards are what separate us from the animals. Some posts were downright inspirational. If you can survive family drama on reality TV, you can survive just about anything, even Tuesdays in the laundry room. Tuesdays are bleach days. Never wear anything you care about. The outside world reacts. Back home, the Chrisley family was split. Savannah loved the posts, saying they kept her dad's personality alive for fans. Chase, however, was concerned Todd was making prison sound too fun and might get in trouble for glamorizing it. Julie, in her own facility, was reportedly amused and told a friend during visiting hours, "Leave it to Todd to turn prison into a production." Meanwhile, tabloid headlines screamed, "Todd Chrisley rebrands as prison influencer." Chrisley's orange jumpsuit chick. Fans demand clothing line. From reality TV to prison TikTok. Todd Chrisley's unexpected comeback. Todd's big prison projects. Todd's posts hinted at bigger ambitions. He started sketching designs for a prison chic clothing line. Think minimalist couture meets maximum security. He also teased a cookbook titled Gourmet in the Gray, Fine Dining with Commissary Ingredients. One draft recipe. Fettuccine Alfredo a la Todd. One pack instant ramen, discard flavor packet unless you're feeling cheap. Powdered creamer from the commissary. A little salt if you're lucky, a lot of sass if you're not. Fans online joked that they'd buy it just for the commentary. The emotional side. Not every post was upbeat. Sometimes Todd let his guard down, sharing how much he missed home, Julie, and his grandkids. You can make anything look pretty for a picture, but some days, I'm just counting down hours until I hear my family's voices. Prison has a way of making you appreciate every text you used to ignore because you were too busy. Those raw moments drew thousands of heartfelt comments. People who had family members incarcerated wrote to say Todd's words made them feel less alone. The cliffhanger post. One Thursday evening, Savannah received a new letter. It ended with, "Y'all, I've been invited to host the prison talent show. I'm thinking of doing stand-up. It's risky, but so is wearing polyester blend on camera. If I survive, you'll hear from me next week. If not, tell Bravo I have an idea for a spinoff. The real inmates of Unit B." Savannah posted it online with the caption, "Pray for my dad," or for the talent show audience. The legacy of prison posting. Weeks turned into months, and Todd's prison posts became a cult phenomenon. People made memes of his quotes, edited his lines over glamorous photos, and even created fan art of prison Todd, wearing a crown over his jumpsuit. By the time his release date inched closer, Todd had amassed a following bigger than he had during his TV peak. The first post-prison interview was already booked. Fans expected him to waltz out, toss a scarf over his shoulder, and declare, "Did you miss me?" Until then, the world would keep refreshing for the next update. Because if Todd Chrisley had proved anything, it was this: you can take the man out of reality TV, but you can't take the reality TV out of the man.